Three fucking things again, everyone. Is IT2. And today I've just come back from an 8 a.m. a Saturday morning Walmart wasteland trip out into the Corona wastes and got some stuff. I also have a list of stuff that I've been planning on getting for this summer, this year. Thought I would just share with you. Some of it I've already got. I actually got a combo hunting and fishing license at Walmart today. That's what that is. Just in case I need it. In case game wardens come up to me when I'm out doing stuff. So I got a lot of crap involving videos I'm going to tell you about. One thing I mentioned earlier was a spirit box or RF meter, maybe one of each if they're cheap. So that's on the list in case I want to do some like ghost hunting out there. Just in case, it's something to make a video with. If they're cheap, then why not? Another thing I got on my list is polarized fishing glasses. Because I recently saw a video on Facebook or something where a guy he was looking at this like murky, or like the sun was shining on the water of like a puddle or a pond or something, and he puts on these polarized glasses and you can see the fish underneath it, and it like just totally changes everything. So it filters out all the reflected sunlight, and you can see the water, and you can see like what's in the water as you're fishing. I was looking at some at Walmart and it didn't really look at like it would do anything. Maybe I'll just try to find like some polarized glass or something to put over my camera lens, or maybe figure out how to make it myself. Maybe you can make it, I don't know. So another thing I need is like snake gaiters for my ankles. It goes up to like your knees or something. In case, like, I can't really go out in the woods as much as I used to right now because it's snaky out there and I don't want to get like bit by a copperhead. But if I had snake gaiters, even though they're not 100% effective, I'd feel more comfortable with it. Plus I need like start wearing boots, I guess, that they can't penetrate through. Or I could just risk it for the biscuit because why not T2? Another thing is a 5/8 drill bit I put down to drill through those 4x4 pieces of wood on my target range thing. Ended up finding these. These are Spade drill bits. I guess you use these because the regular drill bits didn't seem like they were working very good. But with this, with the drill press, well, this is what the end of the video looks like. I must have set these drill bits down on my mouse and turned off the recording. Let me just move the mouse away from the record button in case that happens again. So, what was I talking about? I was talking about using these for my 4x4s on my target. Now I gotta figure out, like, where I was at in my list, because I didn't get very far. Holy shit, I just, like, wasted so much time. That was, like, the fourth thing down on the list. Oh, my God. Okay, so I gotta get some mounting bolts for my drill press. I don't know what size they are. I don't know where Walmart's bolts are at anymore. The whole section was missing when I got there. I wrote down pink ribbon. This is for like marking mushroom spots. I'll put this on the tree limbs or the trees itself. I got yellow because T2's yellow. That's my favorite color and stuff, right? So this is like curling ribbon for birthday presents and stuff. It'll work. It's like $2 for this whole big roll. Seems like there's a lot on it. I need some kind of a rangefinder for my target so I know exactly how far stuff is. If I want to set like a really like a 200-yard target out in my neighbor's field, I can't measure that with a 40-foot dog leash. So they make some really cheap ones for golfing. I don't know how accurate they are, but I like to have a little rangefinder for that. And then I wrote down a compass. I've already got a compass ordered. It'll be coming in pretty soon. It's like the one in DayZ. It's green. It's got a little sight thing you can look through. A mold for making my own pellets. I don't know what you kind of want to get yet, but I want to get, like, you can make a bunch of pellets at once. Even little calipers, you clip them, put molten lead in there. Varnish for driftwood mounts. You've probably seen that recent video by now where I went to the beach and I picked up some driftwood. So I need to like make it look nice. I mean, I don't really expect to get a lot of trophy fish, but maybe I will. Or maybe I'll sell it to like a taxidermist or something. I don't know. Maybe they buy stuff like that. Windshield wiper motor for making moving targets. I already mentioned that. Now, I saw this thing on, I think it was Wish or maybe some other site called a portable fish trap. It's kind of like my little pop-out tent. It's like made of mesh netting, and it's like got a little hose fish can go in, but they can't come out. So I guess you weigh it down with a rock and you check it, and it's probably a pretty good way to catch fish with a net. Spray paint and stencils. I think I'm gonna like print out some pictures of animals and then make a cardboard cutout of it, and then spray paint over that, maybe in black. I forgot the black paint, but I got this safety orange paint. This is for like marking lines for like water lines and stuff. It's supposed to be like upside down. So it's supposed to be nice for marking some targets. You can see over there I've been working on my targets for my 9 3/4 inch barricade. Target holder clips I forgot to get, but you can use clipboards, or the ones that go on your fridge probably have magnets in the back, so you don't want to use those. So I want something I can nail it to a piece of wood. So then you can just like clip on paper targets, and I'm gonna get it like, I'm gonna try to sneak around the back of the dump, the old trash dump where all the people pick up the trash, take all the stuff. Maybe I can find like an old rug I can use kind of like a backstop. It'll catch the pellets. Arrows. I forgot to get arrows at Walmart, so I might have to go back to Walmart today. I'm going to be doing some stuff with my compound bow pretty soon. I've got a target just for arrows I haven't really used before, but I'll do some of that. Slingshot. I actually found one at Walmart like $6. I already ordered one for 10, so I kind of got ripped off. But a slingshot I can use until I get my air gun set up going. Practice out with my target range with it. Like, you're supposed to use ball bearings with slingshots, but anything like super round is like throwing a knuckleball in baseball. Like, the air hits it and it just kind of goes unpredictably. But like, I can use gravel or roundish rocks, but it's not really going to be accurate anyway. Unless you get one of those slingshots that's got like a little ring in the front and you can shoot arrows with it. Like a pocket fisherman a guy made. Gold pan, I found that flower pot one. It's not really a gold pan, but I might get an actual legit one eventually. I wrote down a fishing reel. I did get a $15 Shimano because my old reel was kind of shitty. And then I got this Berkeley threaded or braided line. So monofilament is really easy to bird nest. And I wanted to get like a bait casting reel. Like, they got some for sea fishing that you see like in when people are ocean fishing. It's like a bait casting reel, but it's round. Instead of the little bait casting reel, you put your thumb right here. I don't know where you put your thumb on the other ones or how it works, but it's more like a fly fishing reel, the roundish ones. I don't know if those are different or how they're different. What else did I get at Walmart today? I got a box cutter with some blades. That's for cutting out those 9 3/4 targets off this scrap cardboard I got. I got some fishing hooks that go into this crappie and panfish kit. Rubber, like different color lures that goes on these leaded fishing hooks for crappie. Crappie is probably my favorite kind of fish to catch. And then largemouth bass. Largemouth bass right after. I got a stringer. I probably need to get like a styrofoam cooler in case I get some. What else we got here? We got some Sharpies for targets. Drill bits. This thing you put into the ground and then you put your fishing pole in here. And it keeps it in while you're doing other stuff like setting up my camera. Like my tripod, and I'll have that. Kind of lazy fishing. And then I got these scissors for cutting cardboard. What's this? Oh, there's some other lures I got. I got spinnerbait. I got a white one. It's light. It's not very good in here. Got a greenish one. Willow leaf pattern. I got a buzz bait. There's a lot of different spinnerbaits. These are a couple of bucks each, so I definitely don't want to use monofilament on these because they're too expensive to lose easily. I know eventually I'm going to lose them, but I'll use that threaded line or braided line. I'll use it only in open water where there's probably not going to be any limbs to get caught on. That's all the stuff I got at Walmart today. So bigger stuff I'm looking forward to getting in the future. So I definitely want to get a truck and a trailer to haul wood and bricks and stuff like that for different projects around. I want to get a long bed, automatic, white preferably, in case I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be. It kind of blends in with other like utility trucks and contractor trucks, so it would be less suspicious of me. The trailer, I could haul around stuff like my lawnmower, get my lawnmower fixed on it. And eventually I like to get some kind of electric cart, like a golf cart or something that, you know, we're going to run out of oil eventually anyway because it's a non-renewable resource. We're already at shale oil. We don't have like reservoirs of oil like crude like we used to have a long time ago in Texas. So I don't know how long the shale oil is going to last, but like it dropped down to negative recently and now it's back up to $1.53, 59, something like that. I don't know why it's going back up, but we're eventually going to run out anyway. We're going to have to go to like electric or hybrid or hydrogen powered engines like that guy made that the government or the big oil company I guess vanished him, killed him, snuffed him out. Nobody knows where he went. His hydrogen powered engine is just like disappeared. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on with it. So then I also want to get a John boat, like a little flat bottom John boat. My dad used to have one. We called it a stump jumper because, you know, you usually don't want to buy boats because it's just throwing money in a hole. But like something little like that I could tow around on my truck. I'd have to get a trolling motor for it, but you can get to spots that you couldn't normally reach, like when there's just sheer cliff banks and stuff, and you can catfish with like limb lines, putting a nylon rope with a bunch of liver or something on the end of a hook, catching catfish. Probably seems like a pretty good way to catch a lot of meat, put a lot of meat on the table. I don't know. That's like a couple years down the road maybe. Hedge trimmer I need to get, but I got a little scissor type one I could trim my hedges with, but it's not as cool. Need to fix my chainsaw. I don't know if I'm going to need like to sharpen the chain on it or get a new chain or take it apart and see if something's preventing me from pulling the rope. But I need a chainsaw so I can cut my roof off my old building outside, or then I can put I got to rebuild it and make that platform for my water tank I told you about before when I was back there, right? So I got a water tank off a guy at work, And this woman at work, her kid had like some Xbox headphones that broke, like Turtle Beach, and she wanted to go to Walmart and get some more, but she didn't want to go there because of the coronavirus. So I was like, oh, I got some Turtle Beach headphones. Remember those old ones I bought a while back? DX12s or something, like I never used. So I took her those for 20 bucks, and I turned around and bought this water tank off a guy at work for 22 bucks. Because he wanted 25, but I only had 22, so he settled for that. He even delivered it to my house, and I wasn't even sure if he was going to do it or not. I was like, it's worth 20 bucks to like see if he'll do it. And I came home from work, and there it was in my driveway. I was like, holy shit. So here's a video of me and my new water tank. Here is what I got off this guy at work. See, the rain catch works great. This tarp full of water already, just from the last couple of days. Actually turned out to be a really nice one. 250-gallon water tank. You got this thing on the top here. You can fill it. So I'm going to puncture a hole. I'm either going to like get another one of these caps and cut out this part, and then have the tarp going down into that with a filter on top, so it doesn't let leaves and shit into it. And then have another one just like if I want to close it off. But then on the front, which ends the front, you got one of these kind of a, I don't know what kind of hookup that is, but I'll figure it out. So we're going to have like splitters and stuff that come off of it. Goes in there, different rows of plants of my crops going to be down there. I already trimmed some of my limbs off the trees. That's what you get, those extra limbs down there for my shooting range. Also got this old piece of steel I forgot about. That'll be a good back plate for part of the target range. But yeah, this little thing here, need to weed eat in here. I'll take this whole platform down and rebuild it more over in that area. I'll have my tank sitting about where those vines are, dripping down there into my pallet garden. It's gonna be a lot of work. Probably won't actually do any of this. That's the plans though. And yeah, I traded a pair of headphones for that son of a bitch. Then I also need like a come along, which is like a type of winch for when I get my lawnmower stuck down in my pond or some weird place. Or if I want to like safely remove that roof off my building, I don't want to be right underneath it. You need like a come along. Everybody needs a come along for something. So like chain or rope to hook up stuff with it. And a scuba tank. Either like a firefighter's tank or a scuba tank for my air gun. You could probably just fill it straight from the compressor, but if they're cheap enough, like 30, 50 bucks, I'll get me a scuba tank. And then air compressor I bought. It's on the way. I might have got scammed on it, but I got some kind of air compressor coming. And then a mailbox. I needed a new mailbox, so I got that ordered too. I think I ordered the mailbox and my Slingshot and then the compass. Yeah, so that was all one Amazon order. That's coming. I might make a video. I don't know if it's interesting or not for me making a mount for my mailbox or not, but I always wanted to make a mailbox. It looks like a treasure chest, but I settled on one. It's like a big capacity. It's got a front and back flaps, so I don't have to go out in the middle of the road and open my mail. I can get it from the back. That's pretty much it. By the way, I'm dressed up today because I gotta go to a work meeting here at 12 o'clock and talk about reopening after the coronavirus. Everybody's gonna start coming back slowly, and we gotta have a meeting about it. So then I might go out and do some more exploring, or maybe go fishing. I don't know. It's pretty cold out today though.